Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the seventh and last news on 5th March newspaper, front page law. Government shortlists 48 public firms for reforms under IMF deal. Overall revenues of these entities in 2018 to 2019 amounted to around rupees 4 trillion by Khalid Kiani. Islamabad, the government has finalized a triage of 84 out of a total of 212 public sector companies for their ultimate privatization, liquidation, or detention in the public sector to meet a structural benchmark of the International Monetary Fund IMF program. The overall revenue of all of these 84 state-owned entities, SOEs, in 2018 to 2019 amounted to about rupees 4 trillion, while the book value of their assets stood at rupees 19 trillion. The revenues in 2018-2019 were roughly 10% of nominal GDP, provided employment to more than 450,000 people, 0.8% of the total workforce, according to the Ministry of Finance. In a report released on Thursday, the Ministry of Finance said a total of 25 SOEs, which together earned a cumulative profitability of rupees 107 billion in 2018 to 2019, would be retained by the government. Another 14 companies are retained in the public sector and would be restructured, while 10 other companies were already under the privatization program, and yet another 24 companies will be privatized in the next phase between 2023 and 2024. And there are about 10 other companies which have been described as potential candidates for privatization, while one entity, Industrial Development Bank Limited, is currently under liquidation. The ministry said that the four companies having total profitability of rupees 51.4 billion are financially viable and will be retained in the government hands. These include Government Holding Private Limited, to rupees 34 billion profit, Parker Refinery Limited, rupees 12.3 billion, Park Kuwait Investment Company, rupees 4.7 billion, and Pakistan Avenue Automation Limited, rupees 146 million. The ministry said, as a part of the extended fund facility with IMF, the government has agreed to address the long overdue need of a comprehensive review of SOEs for their continued ownership and control by the government through a well-defined ownership rationale. Concurrently, Finance Division has been working closely with IMF and the Asian Development Bank to draft an SOE bill and an SOE ownership and management policy to fill the gaps in the existing SOE's governance structure and help the government in well-informed performance evaluation and oversight of SOEs. The report said that despite their important role in providing essential public goods and services. The financial performance of several SOEs has remained unsatisfactory. In 2018 to 2019, those 84 commercial SOEs collectively recorded net losses of rupees 143 billion, down from rupees 287 billion in 2017 to 2018. The improvement in SOE's performance was driven by government policies, including robust business growth in local upstream oil and gas markets, translating into significant gains for oil and gas companies, and policy reforms and operational improvements in the power sector leading to timely tariff notification in the power sector. The reports have that over the past 6 years, one-third of the commercial SOEs experienced losses intermittently. Moreover, the sum of the losses of the top 10 loss-making SOEs contributed around 90% to the total losses of SOEs portfolio each year. National Highway Authority, NHA, Pakistan Railways, PIA, and the power sector discounts have been among the major top 10 loss-making SOEs. Among the SOEs performing core functions, 25 SOEs were profitable in 2018 to 2019, and other 19 entities have been consistently profit-making during the last 3 years, fiscal year 17, fiscal year 18, and fiscal year 19. However, the return on assets ROA had been lower than the threshold required. Another two SOEs, the Central Power Purchasing Agency, CPPA, and Pak Iran Investment Company have positive equity and were profitable in fiscal year 17 and fiscal year 19. Although these SOEs are financially self-sustaining, their financial performance needs improvement, which shall be addressed through institutional reforms to be undertaken, including governance improvement through an SOE ownership and management policy, operationalization of the Central Monitoring Unit in Finance Division, and the introduction of an SOE bill in the Parliament. Apart from sector-specific reforms that will be undertaken from time to time, a well-structured and institutionalized mechanism of performance monitoring and reporting of SOEs shall be put in place through the SOE ownership and management policy with the objective of improving the financial outcomes of the SOEs to the desired level. There are 14 entities which are planned to be retained under government ownership, but require immediate reforms and possible structuring. Among them, Pakistan Railways and Pakistan International Airlines, which collectively incurred a loss of rupees 88 billion in fiscal year 19, are already under active restructuring and reform process. During fiscal year 19, collective losses of rest of the SOEs in this subcategory to be retained in public hands were around rupees 17 billion, out of which Pakistan Post Office PPO had the largest losses of over rupees 9 billion. And in the end, we formally request if you have not yet, please subscribe our channel and press like and bell button to get the first one. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. Goodbye.